What is up, everybody in YouTube land? Did make a few notes tonight, like normal. Notes. I have a big fear, I ain't gonna lie, on YouTube of my live streams not having enough comments to keep the chat going. That's a big fear of mine. So I do make notes on my live streams just in case that happens. I have something to revert back to. 3 people are on. What is up, everybody? How's it going tonight? How was your Fridays? Hope your Fridays were great. Mine. Let's see here. Hi there. Hey, Real Estate Whisperer. How are you doing? CJ. Hey, Gear. What's up? How's it going? It's going okay. MD Polo. Hola. Hola. How are you on this great Friday evening? You are real. Hi, Christina. I can't get that right. Sorry I wasn't on last night. I had to take my dog to the emergency vet, so I didn't make it. We had to call an emergency vet. I'll get into that here in a little bit. Sean, what's up? How's JC going? Dan, yo guys, and Courtney says a good day. Good day to you as well. As the title said, they still don't know what's wrong with me. MD driving back from South Carolina to Indiana. I love South Carolina. I got a lot of friends that live in Indiana, but I really like South Carolina. We don't go there as much, but I don't know. I go to Florida more often, but I do like South Carolina. I used to go to South Carolina a lot. I was just surfing YouTube for live streams, and honestly, the best entertainment ever. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Last night, buddy, let's see here. Listening mode. Thank you. What's wrong, buddy? We were shaving him. We shaved him last night. I've shaved him for years. The people we used to take him to, they cut his pads and stuff like that, and it made me mad. So I just learned how to do it myself. And I've probably been doing that for 9 or 10 years. But yesterday he was having none of it. Rick, hey buddy, what is up, Rick? How are you tonight? Dan, what's wrong with you, Gear? I'll get into what's wrong with me in a minute. Let me get on what's wrong with my dog. We were shaving him on a chair. Johnny going to Myrtle Beach in May for vacation. Awesome. I used to go to Myrtle Beach every year, and like I said, now we go to Florida more often. Let me hold this camera so it doesn't shake. Go to Florida more often, but I still like Myrtle Beach. We were shaving him on a chair, and he just wasn't having it. He was mad. He was jerking around stuff, and he jumped out of our arms and fell face first into the concrete and landed on his neck, and his body just pulled his neck back, and the weight of his body just hit. I thought it killed him. The sound that it made, he never yelps. He never yelps, never makes any noise. And the sound it made though was like, oh my gosh. So we had to call a vet, and well, actually, he was still acting fine at that point. He just got up and shook it off, went running around. Maybe his adrenaline was up from being shaved. I don't know. And then about 3 or 4 hours later, he started acting like he couldn't breathe good and twitching his head. So we had to call an emergency vet. The crazy thing is, oh geez, Gary, I know, Dan, I know. And those emergency vet visits aren't cheap. I called my vet, and they called me back like an hour later. They didn't even call me back in any reasonable amount of time. So I'm actually switching from my vet to this other vet. I asked my buddy who they use, because they have like a bazillion cats. They just take in like stray animals and try to find them home. And they told me about a vet up near Walmart. And I called them, and they were there before I get there. Hey Eddie, what is going on, buddy? I'm actually telling on why I wasn't on your live stream last night. And they were there before I was, and took care of me, took care of Buddy, x-rayed him, give him a couple shots, sent him home with some pills. They even gave me, what's it called? Samples for my pills, so I didn't have to pay for the pills. And I had never been to this place. And luckily for me, they do grooming too, because I told Buddy I wasn't grooming him anymore after that. So they do grooming too. So we're going to switch over to that vet. He has an appointment next week. But right now, he is doing perfectly fine, or seems to be, except for he's cold because he don't have any fur. But it was 80 degrees here yesterday and 45 today. That's a huge jump in degrees. Ford is making a new 7.3 gas V8 codename Godzilla for the 2020 Super Duty on the TFL truck, and boy, it's a big giant V8 445 cubic. I've heard about that. I've heard about that. As soon as somebody found out, they emailed me. I can't remember. I've got a couple of emails from it, but yeah, I heard about it. It's going to be a beast. Michaela, what is up? Prayers for Buddy. Thank you very, very much, and welcome to the live stream. Eddie, your Real Estate Whisper stream. Yep, her stream. If you don't check out your Real Estate Whisper, go check her out. Go check out Edge every day, and Rob Motive will be on here shortly, I'm sure. Eddie said we need to do that with our dogs. Yeah, he was just sweltering, man. His hair grows so fast, and he was just panting. So I knew I had to shave him, but he was not having it. Holy crap! We usually can put like cheese on a spoon and let him lick it, and that will distract him enough where I can, get him shaved. But that wasn't even working yesterday. He was having none of it. Glad Buddy's okay. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it. Right now it's 32 here. About snow. We're not getting any snow, but I'd say it's probably in the low 40s right now if I was guessing. Now on to me. They don't know what's wrong with me. If y'all follow me on Instagram, you've seen I was at the doctor's office today. I actually had the day off work. I've got some pain in my lower abdomen, and they thought it could either be a kidney stone or a hernia. That's what I was thinking. What's up, Kyle? How's it going? Black plague. I know, right? I know. That's probably what it is. And when the doctor checked me out, she's like, "There's no way it's a hernia as high as it is because it's up towards my stomach area." And she said there was no way it's a kidney stone because I wouldn't be sitting here talking to her like I am you. She said it'd be so intense that there's no way that I would be handling the pain that well. So she don't know what it is. They did a urinalysis. It came back clean, so they have no clue what it is. They said put it off for about a week. They gave me some meds to take, which make me tired, so I'm a little drowsy. But they said if it hasn't gone away in a week, they would do a CAT scan on it to see what the problem is. Peanut butter on a spoon works wonders to keep the dog. It does, and we usually did that, but he wasn't having that either. We tried peanut butter, and the cheese worked a little bit, but then he just got tired of it. Gallbladder, I don't know. I really don't know. And she didn't mention gallbladder. But if I have to go back for the scan, I guess we'll find out. Oh God, the black plague. That's scary. I know, right? You're pregnant. I got mixed emotions about that. Maybe it might be good and bad if I was and wasn't. I don't know. That's probably worth a lot of money to somebody if I was pregnant. So that might be a good thing. Pregnant, okay, that's strange. I would definitely have a C-section if that was the case. Just saying. East Wind Farms, LOL. Welcome to the live stream, and that is kind of funny. I really don't know what the problem was. But I tell you what, I was sitting in there and it gave me enough time to like answer the comments on my last video. So, I actually put it to good use. Have them check your gallbladder. I really need to. I didn't even think about that while I was in there, and it very well could be. But like I said, if it comes down to it, next week I'll go in and have that done. I was picking up some heavy stuff earlier this week and thought it might have been a hernia, but she said as high as it wasn't a hernia. I got my sticker, stuck it on the cooler. I take to work. Awesome, Kyle. Thank you very much for representing the channel. I greatly appreciate it, and I'm glad it got there. Dan, well, gear, worse comes to worse. They might do exploratory surgery on you. No, they're not doing explore. They do call it practicing medicine because they don't always know what it is. Hence the practicing part of it. So, but I'm out on the exploratory surgery. One morning at 4 a.m., I took my 2 dogs outside to go to the bathroom, and I was in the bathroom. But then all of a sudden, I heard the noise of 2 fighting against a raccoon. Holy crap, man. Raccoons are rough. Man, to be as small as they are, they can cause some damage. They can tear up some dogs' ears and nose, and it's crazy. I used to watch Billy the Exterminator, I think is what it's called. And I think he was actually stationed down in Louisiana, and he used to talk about how raccoons would rip your face off. I don't know if that's real or not. I don't know. But that's what he said. Maybe. The thing about abdominal pain is the gallbladder issues don't often come up on test. They have to test specifically for it and often hides pancreas issues. That sucks. I'll have to mention that to her when I go back to see if she can do a specific test for that. My doctor is very thorough. I will have to admit that. Dan says just be careful on that because some raccoons have been known to carry rabies. That is very true. Hey, Keenan, what is up, buddy? Hope you had a good day. My doctor's very thorough. I have a disease called sarcoidosis, and they treat it just like cancer. I've mentioned this before. They gave me chemo pills that put it in remission. Um, and like I forget, it's like 80 or 85 or 90% of the time it's in African American females that get this. It's very rarely in white males. And my doctor actually found that. And it was like astronomical. The people that did the surgery could not believe that my doctor actually found that because that's unheard of. And so she's very, very thorough. But I'll mention gallbladder to her. CJ, so Gear, what do you think of the Scotty Kilmer videos? You know, I don't know. I think I heard him say, if I'm not mistaken, that Ford sends him trucks to drive. Now, if Ford was just going to send me trucks to drive and, I didn't drive them for hundreds of thousands of miles, then I would probably talk great about them. If Toyota didn't and Ford did, then, it's kind of like, I guess it's not like being paid, but you're still getting to drive trucks and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't agree with what he thinks about both vehicles. I ain't watched his latest video. It did pop up on my trending page on why you shouldn't buy a Toyota Tundra. But I know from experience that I had a ton of problems out of 2 Ford trucks and no problems out of a Toyota Tundra truck. So from my experience, I don't agree with his videos at all. But that's just me, and his experience may be different. A lot of people have good experiences with F-150. I don't know how, since both of mine were bad. It's hard to believe my luck got me 2 bad ones, but it is what it is. Sean, around here, y'all have to go to Med Center in Johnson City. That's where all the specialists are now. And I know it's all owned by Ballard Health, too. It's all owned by Ballard Health. So it's like they've got a monopoly around here. I don't think that's right. Keena said, did you know I have MS? I did not know that, but I do have a buddy that has that, and I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. MD, you may need a colonoscopy. I'm out. No thanks. Well, guys, good news. My car is fixed for now. That's awesome news, Dan. Hopefully it stays fixed long enough for you can get it traded in on a Charger or Challenger? Challenger, ain't it? Ain't that what it was? Challenger. Wonder when they'll come out with all new black 43X and 48S. I've seen some black ones online. I forget who had them in stock, but if I'm not mistaken, they do have those out already. Edge, what is up, buddy? How are you today? I hope you're doing awesome. Sean, I got to watch that video, Edge. I was actually really tired today after the medications, but I knew need to watch your new video. Sean said, my partner at work has the same thing you said. I wasn't going to try to spell that. Oh, sarcoidosis? Yeah, that's a big word to try to spell. Dan retracted. Dion, what is going on? I hope you had a great Friday. Mark, do you like to fish? A boat behind the Tundra would look great. I've not been fishing in a long time. I do love to go out on the lake, though. I have ADHD, and fishing drives me nuts sometimes. If the fish are biting a lot, I like to fish. If I'm there all day and they're not biting, I'm probably going swimming. And then they definitely ain't biting. Eastwood Farm says, hey, Edge. Dan, whatever you do, keep Fords away from gear. He breaks them. That's true. I do have bad experiences with Fords. I cannot deny that. Mark says, Edge, you're the man. Dan says, no gear, Charger. Okay, Charger. Okay, I was thinking it was a Challenger. Dion, just need to let it keep running until traded in. I seen someone use salt dust to get it to the dealership and trade for a new car. I've heard of people doing stuff like that. Mark says, man. Yeah, I have heard of people doing that. I want to tell y'all something. This is pretty amazing to me. I read this on Google earlier this morning, probably while I was at the doctor. There's an Ohio Ford dealer. Now, like I said, I'm not an advocate of F-150s, but this is pretty amazing. There's an Ohio Ford dealer selling F-150s. Now, it's 2-wheel drive. I was hoping Rob would be on here because I wanted to tell him about this because this sounds right up his alley. Have you been to the Ozarks of Missouri and Arkansas? I have not. TW, what is up? When I left South Carolina this morning, it was 72. I just arrived at the hometown, Indiana. Oh my gosh, 16 degrees. TW, did you get your shirt yet? Just curious. I shipped it out way earlier this week or last one. It must have been like Monday, maybe. Wanted on Friday, yeah, probably Monday. There's Ohio Ford dealer selling F-150s, two-wheel drives for $40,000 with 725 horsepower, brand new. Brand new. That's a two-wheel drive, but 725 horsepower. And they also sell a Mustang with the same horsepower for the same money. Got the shirt, and by God, it fits my shoulders very nice. Thank you. I am crazy glad to hear that, and you are very welcome. So, what y'all think about that? I mean, seriously, I'm not looking to buy one, but 40 grand for 725 horsepower. Where else are you going to find that? Well, it's nuts. I know it is. And you can actually have the supercharger. It's you can either get the Whipple supercharger or the Roush supercharger. The Roush doesn't make as much horsepower. It's like 716, and the Whipple makes the 725. But the supercharger upgrades like $9,000. But with the discounts they're giving on vehicles, they can sell you a Mustang or the F-150. Now, if you get a four-wheel drive, they can still put that 725 horsepower in it. But of course, the price is going to go up depending on if you want Crew Max, Limited, whatever it is. I think the Limited trucks they sell were like $80,000. Think about that. $80,000 for a Ford F-150. That's crazy. I say it because my wife always tells me I have the widest shoulders she's ever seen on a dude. On a dude, she's seen shoulders that wide. On a woman, oh, that's a beast. I'm just kidding. I'm glad the shirt fit though. I just tested over 2016 Charger V6 and not back, but expensive, so I might go with 2014 instead. I totally understand that. Got to keep that in the price range. Don't live outside your means. That's the big thing. Stay within your means. Richard, hello all. New to the channel, a Tundra lover myself. Richard, welcome to the live stream, and thank you for subscribing. And I love my Tundra. I just took it out to get something to eat, and I love it. Yeah, great shirt. Hey, I appreciate that. I actually have something new coming that I may actually start merchandise wise. I'm getting it fixed right now, and hopefully it's done here pretty soon. It may have been done today, but I didn't go to work. Had the day off. So it may be done now. I didn't get to check with the lady that does my stuff. But I also have new mods coming to the Tundra. So Tundra, we're getting hammered here with snow. Tundra went right through it. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about snow. We ain't had much snow this year, and I don't want any. But yesterday, like I said, was 80 degrees. It was crazy here yesterday. It was so nice. And then today, it almost cut that in half. It was nuts how much different. Last night at 9, 10 o'clock or something like that, we was at the vet and was leaving about 10 o'clock or so. This is the Seattle area. We never get snow. That's horrible. You're not even prepared for it then. But I was out there in short sleeves and it felt awesome. It was still like 70 some degrees at 11 o'clock last night. CJ, what do you think of the 92, 96 Ford trucks? I'm sure they'll outlast the F-150s you have experience with. I've never owned one of those, but everybody I ever known to own one had great experience with them, except for is that the year that had the V8 Triton with the crazy spark plugs that broke? I've heard the horror stories about those spark plugs breaking, and then you have to have a special tool to take them out. So if those trucks are the ones that have the spark plugs that break, just go ahead and buy one of those special tools if you plan on keeping it any time. And then when you go to change your spark plugs when they break, you can get that out and don't have to go pay the dealer like a bazillion dollars to do it. 80s is the hottest that I prefer. I don't know. I like heat. I don't mind it being 95 degrees here. It's much better than being like 10. Richard owned a 2018 TRD Sport. Awesome truck. That is an awesome truck, and congratulations on that new truck. I want to see the new remodel of the Tundras. I can't wait to see what they do. You know, if it's anything like the Tacoma, for me, the Tacoma didn't look like it had a lot of exterior upgrades, modifications to it. So I don't know. I just want to see what it looks like. I like how my Tundra looks now, so I won't be totally disappointed if they don't do something. But I'd like to see something just to differentiate it if you're going to do all the other upgrades. I just wonder if it's going to get all the mods the Tacoma got. I think it will. Almost 80 yesterday and 40 days. I know. It's like half the temperature. Dan, well, TW, the snow is coming our way. You all can keep that up there. It is. Get ready. I'm out. Thank you, Gear Runner. You're very welcome. Congrats. Thank you. Eastwood Farm, thanks. You're very welcome. Now I want to talk about the Tacoma. If y'all don't follow Throb Nation, or sorry, Rob Motive, I can't get that right. Go check him out. He does a Tacoma videos. He had a Tundra, and they went to an El Camino. Gear, do you have a stubby antenna? I do not. If not, future video review on one. I want one. Tag still kind of works though. Maybe a 7 to 13 inch. I can do it. Hey, Sticklet? Are you dying? Nope, I'm not dying. I can do that. I can get a short antenna and see how it works. If a short antenna works here, it'll probably work anywhere because we're in a valley in between the mountains. And if a short antenna picks up good here, it'll probably pick up good about anywhere. But no, Rob, I'm not dying yet that I know of. They don't know what's wrong with me yet. I got some abdominal pain and they can't figure it out. So, but not yet. I'm still kicking for now. Hey, Jimmy, what's up, buddy? Hope you had a great Friday and welcome to the live. I've owned 5 Tacomas and now my 5th Tundra. Holy crap. That's a lot of Tundras and Tacomas. But that's awesome. That's awesome. I do, but had to stop. Bless his heart. That would be a great video review. Thanks. I'll do it for you, buddy. Rob, he's pregnant. I hope so. So now let's hear. Do you still have the appendix? Which side? It's on the left side, so it's not appendicitis. I looked that up. I was thinking it was right side, so I double checked, and it is on the left side. Good to hear. I subscribed to green nectar. It'll cure. No, heck no. I had to quit drinking the green nectar because it started giving me stomach pain. It's a different pain, but it would tear up my stomach when I drank it. I put a stubby antenna on mine. Haven't had any issues. Sweet. Where'd you get that antenna, Sean? Did you get it like AutoZone or something, or did you order it? Just got home from a 12-hour drive, chatting with y'all. Have a great evening. Nice chatting with y'all. You have a great evening too. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great evening. Oh, your spleen. Maybe. Who knows? It's possible. My wife didn't seem too concerned, and she's an RN. But I'm worth more in the ground than I am above it, so maybe that's on her mind. Do you ever get kidney stones? I thought about kidney stones, but my doctor ruled that out. She said there's no way I've got kidney stones and handling it this good. But I've never had a kidney stone. Hey, Robbie Pooh. I knew it, Real Estate Whisperer. It's Baby Glock. What's up, Dan? Advance Auto. I'll check that out. Not much. So let's talk about the Tacoma a minute. I watched Rob's video. Like I said, if you don't subscribe to Rob Motive, he's here. Just click his little icon, hit subscribe. It's your gallbladder. Mark my words. It may be. Somebody else said that. It's highly possible. You don't want stones. I do not. So they've got all these upgrades coming to the Tacoma. And here's my fear about this. I even commented this on Rob's video. If they're not careful, they're going to price a mid-sized truck out of the market. And I'll give you an example of that. I really still believe, I know there's a lot of awesome sports cars today, but I believe the height of the sports car era was in the early to late 90s. So basically the 90s. You had the 300ZX twin turbo. You had the Toyota Supra turbo. You had the RX-7 turbo. You had the Mitsubishi 3000, 3000 GT VT VR4 turbo. And then you had like the Eclipse turbo. You had all these cars that were just turboed. But what they did was, there towards the end, you were paying $40,000 to $50,000 plus range for like a 300, a Supra, the VR. All that was in the $40,000, $50,000 range. The normal person couldn't afford to buy that vehicle. Now, I had one of those, but I bought mine used. I didn't pay nowhere near those prices. But the normal person couldn't buy one of those new. So I think that's what killed that market. When you price yourself out of the market, you're going to lose those. And the MR2 turbo, they did. I would like to have one of them. There's an MR2 sits up like you're going towards Johnson City, just back in a field and grass would grow up around it. I've thought so many times about stopping and asking that guy or woman, whoever lives there, what they wanted for it. But it's been there so long now that it probably wouldn't be worth doing it. If I was going to do that, I should have did it 15, 20 years ago, and I never did. But they price those out of the market. So, you've got to keep this truck competitive with all the other mid-sized trucks in the market. Now, like Rob said, I'd hate to think that Toyota was so arrogant or conceited to think that they could price this Tacoma the same price as a full-size Tundra, which they're almost there, and be able to sell those trucks. I just don't see that happening. And like I said, Tacomas now are almost as much as Tundras. I mean, you're getting within like what, $7,000 or $8,000 of a full-size truck with a V8. So, I mean, if they get up close to that range, and maybe that's what they're looking for. Maybe they're looking to sell more Tundras now than they do Tacomas. Maybe they're thinking that'll drive up Tundra sales if you go for the top of the line Tacoma. I don't know, but I could see that decreasing Tacoma sales and pushing sales more towards some of the other mid-sized trucks, especially with the new Ranger coming out. So Toyota better be careful with their price points on that with that new Ranger coming out, because that may really hurt them. Now, I'm way behind. That's just my 2 cents. That may be totally off, but that's my 2 cents. Let's see here. I am way behind. Woo, way behind. There we go. That's what I said, Rob. It is. That's what she said. The taco would be on if. The taco would be on if. Had 26 myself. 26 vehicles? Tundra, I must have forgot something. Tundra Whisperer, it's an ulcer then. Medical bill in the mail. Yeah, I know, right? It very well could be. Been okay if manual, it's auto, LOL. You can still get the Tacoma in a manual. I don't know why they don't offer a Tundra. One other thing I want to do too, or talk to you about before, I don't know if y'all seen this. There was a picture that was put on somewhere. I think I seen it on Google as well. And it was of a 4Runner Dash, talking about the new 4Runner that's coming out. It only redlined at 4,500 RPMs, which most 4Runners redline at 6,000 RPMs. So that was telling me and the person who wrote the article that it could be a diesel option in the 4Runner. How cool would that be to have a diesel on a 4Runner? I would love to see a diesel in the Tacoma and the Tundra. I would think if they put a diesel in the Tacoma, or not Tacoma, but the 4Runner, they would probably offer it in the Tacoma eventually, because it's basically the same platform, just different bodies. But a diesel option would be pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Diesel with a 6-speed manual, that'd be pretty awesome. And mostly electronic. I'm old school. Yeah, it had a lot of electronic stuff in it. Makes me nervous. They're gonna have like Apple CarPlay and stuff like that. Makes me nervous when they start putting a lot of electronic stuff in it. Thanks for the pub, Big Day. You are quite welcome anytime, buddy. The Yellow All, good afternoon and happy Friday. Hey, Rob Yoda, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the live stream. Hope you had a great Friday. Everyday Fleet Tech. Just look at the new Ranger today. Hated it. I'm not a huge fan of it either, but I really do believe that there's a lot of Ford fans out there, and I think that it could catch on because of that. And if the price point's right, it could probably steal some Tacoma sales if they price themselves out of the market. That's the only thing I'm afraid of. They've done it before, and those who don't repeat history or those who don't study history are bound to repeat it. No, I sure don't, TW. Been a while back when I did that. You're onto something there. Well, see how smart Toyota is. They better be smart about this. They're going to hurt themselves. MR2 turbo, yeah, we talked about that. I seen the dude in blue put a video up with a MR2 with a stock engine, but I say stock engine. It's the factory engine with upgraded internals. Had like 700 and some horsepower in an MR2. That would be scary. What didn't you like about it, Everyday Fleet? Yep, it's gear. It's the gallbladder. If you want me to, I can charter a flight, go over there, and I'll move it. I'm out. Nope, no thanks. You just stay up there, Dan, and enjoy the snow. Mark's still looking for a high point. I've already done that review. I just need to edit it and put it up. I've had so many other reviews coming through. I'll try to get that up in the next week to 2 weeks. There's a lot of stuff to edit on that because I put several hundred round through it. And I'm not going to show all those rounds because nobody wants to sit there and watch me shoot several hundred rounds. But that video has already been made. I just need to edit it. Yard sale for what? What am I selling? Eastwood Farms. Oh no, not a High Point. Hey, you know, I did a rant video on the High Point. I think all the Pro 2A people should stick together. Even if they don't like the gun, there's just enough people that, you know, is dogging us out right now as it is. Dan, and gear, unlike the doctors who will charge you thousands of dollars to remove your gallbladder, I'll only charge you a case of beer. I've almost got that already because I thought it was kidney stones and I was trying to knock it out. Richard, that's why I stuck with Toyota. Me too. I love Toyota. I do. I love my Tundra more every time I drive it. I will say this. I've said it before. When my Tundra gets paid off, I'm looking to buy a used Nissan GTR. I've always wanted a GTR. I could have got one for basically the same price I paid for my truck. But it wasn't, you know, I've said this before, it just wasn't practical. But if I have my truck and it's paid off, then I don't need practical. I've already got it. Yeah, I saw the Taco was only $3,000 cheaper than Tundra. It was, the $3,000 cheaper, especially, I mean, for some of the TRD Pros. I mean, I like the Taco, but man, I mean, for $3,000 more, you get a full size truck. That's all day long right there. Meant what size links, Sean? Well, I just got the full size truck. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, for $3,000 more, I'm buying full size. Jared, my Tundra will be 20 in June. Awesome. I actually did a review that I haven't put up yet of an 03 Tundra. So not quite 20, but it had about almost 200,000 miles on it. That review will be up soon too. Elias, let's see. I love that twang talk. Thank you very, very much. I get a lot of comments about my talk. I tell you, seriously, anything from, you know, Peyton Manning to anybody from the South. I guess we all sound alike. For the money, better off with the power and size. I agree. Stones, they say it ain't stones. That's what she said. Raptor S1000. Is that an S or a dollar? A Raptor 8 1000. My eyes are a little blurry sometimes looking at this. Sorry about that. Hello again. Hello, Raptor. How are you today? Hope you had a great Friday. Dion, preach Tundra in manual. I would trade mine tomorrow. I would love to see a manual Tundra. I get tongue-tied anymore. I'm sorry, guys. You see that in from my videos. The SIG video, I got called out a lot because I got tongue-tied twice in it. Wasn't even major tongue ties, man. But I got called out in it. I'm doing that more and more, though. Maybe this has something to do with stomach pain. Sean, it's 6-inch TW. Would not pick up issues so far. You only have a 6-inch antenna? Wow, I never noticed that on your truck. That it was only a 6-inch antenna. How'd you measure that? I'm just kidding. Courtney, Tundra Whisperer, size doesn't matter. Oh, God, Edge, what's she trying to say, buddy? I'm just saying. That backfired. Richard, that's what they say. Tundra Whisperer. What, Courtney? Size is everything. That's all we got going for us. Christopher Rice. I've had 3 Tacomas on my second Tundra, new 2017 Limited Crew Max. Love it. I love my Tundra more every time I drive it. I don't know why. It's my favorite vehicle. It's so much room in it. It's just amazing. Wow, diesel manual Tundra. Heck yeah, would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be. And if they made like a full box frame to handle the torque that's got, so you could haul more. Good Lord. They would sell so many of those trucks. It's like they missed the mark right there. Dan, Courtney, what the heck? You talk about size, everything, especially to guy. Well, that's what most people talk about when they talk about size, or at least they make fun of it or laugh or comment or joke about it. I mean, that's just the whole thing. TW, thank you, Sean DeLong. Thank you very much. Christopher West, do a vid on your home defense setup. Music, please. I can't get all in the frame. That's what's home defense tonight. BCM. I do switch up my home defense some. Depends on what mood I'm in. I go in there and look in the safe, and I'm like, okay, what do I want to use tonight? So I put all this stuff up in the morning and lock it back up in the safe. That way nobody, somebody gets in the house. I got an alarm system, but if somebody gets in, they don't like get the guns, or at least if they do, they've had to work for it. But that's my setup tonight. Surefire Mini Scout, Comp M4 aim point BCM rifle, and it's got Hornady AMAX bullets in it. Oh no! Rob, the reason they're stopping manual transmissions because most people do not know how to drive them correctly, and they're tired of warranting them. That is probably very true, if I was guessing. Dion, think might shave 10% or so off Tacoma sales. I think it could if they up the price too much. I mean, you're gonna have your loyal people out here still gonna buy it, but my foot's getting hotted. You're still gonna have your loyal people out here still gonna buy it, but if they up that price, it is gonna hurt them, in my opinion. Raptor, you're killing me. It's 1:40 a.m. here in Poland. Oh crap! Yeah, it's only like what 8 o'clock here in the States. I'm sorry about that. Thanks for being on. I mean, that's dedication. I greatly appreciate that. Poland, that's a long way. I didn't know it was that early over there. But man, that's early. I'll definitely probably be in the bed by then. The older I get, the earlier I go to bed. I'm definitely seeing how that works now. I always wondered how that. I was like, how can you go to bed at 9 o'clock? Now I'm like 10 o'clock. I can barely hold my eyes open. Christopher Webb, he doesn't want to give anything away on his home defense to the D. I don't care to show you my rifle. I've done a review of this rifle exactly. To the bad guys. Yeah, the bad guys. The thing about home defense and bad guys is if someone breaks in your house, you know your house better than they do. Unless like your wife breaks in on you. That shouldn't happen. But you're going to know your house better. So you should be able to navigate in the dark where they're not going to be able to navigate in the dark. So you already have an advantage there. Gallbladder almost killed me. Holy crap. That's horrible. I really need to have that checked. M2 a K-Series Honda engine. I've seen that. I've heard a lot of people talk about swapping over to those. He actually talked about that in that video. Everyday Fleet. I'd love to get a new Tundra, but the interior seems dated to me. I really like the interior on my Platinum. It has a little upgrades to it here and there, and it is dated though. I can see what you mean. With the new F-150s and stuff like that, it does look a little dated. Courtney says, "Hey, Poland, Rob Motive, you still happy with the SIG as an EDC?" I am. But I don't really have a holster that I want for it yet, so I'm gonna have to get me a holster. I'm gonna have to get my guy to get me a holster. I heard that Streamlight is coming out with a new TLR6 for it because the only light you can get for it is the Foxtrot, and I need to do a review on that because that Foxtrot sucks. But he's going to get me an appendix holster with the double carry. I guess it is with the mag right beside it. Like a sidecar, I guess, from T-Rex Arms. It's going to look like that. And that may be what I carry it in. I don't know. But that's what he's going to do, and I'm kind of holding out till they come out with that new light. Because those holsters are expensive, and I don't want him to make one, and then me get a new light, and him have to make another one. That would suck. That would suck. He's with 2A, 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 2A. Yes, Pro 2A here, baby. Pro 2A. Tacos are tiny. They are tiny. There ain't no room in them. Dan, hey Gear, what is up, Dan? Hope you had a great Friday, buddy. Eastwood Farms, TW, Courtney says size doesn't matter. That's what she said. So if it's tiny, you just squeeze in it. Oh God. When I hear myself say that back, it is awful. Got thrown out of the store in my local mall for asking where the Toyota hats were. What? Was it a Ford store? I mean, that's horrible. How can they kick you out for asking where the Toyota hat was? Dion, yeah. Tennessee women drive me nuts. Hearing them talk, I told my brother if I ever get a divorce, getting with them. That's awesome. That's all. My wife is actually from Virginia, but she still has a twang. Rob got a Bolt Bros in town and going to place them. Euchre. Have a great night, Rob. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later, buddy. Dan says, Courtney, Sean, what are they talking about? Twang talk. I know everybody sounds the same to me here. I don't get it. Dan says, Throb, Everyday Fleet. To Europeans, a Southwest accent sounds Australian. I've heard that a lot. Really? I did not know that. Huh. Mike Roten, what's up, buddy? Where you been? I was wondering about you today. I seen all those nice homes you've been building. Those things looking good. You got mad skills, bro. Mad skills. They look good, man. You did great work. I didn't know that guy you posted the other day. You looked like y'all had a good bromance going on. I'm just kidding. Dan, Mike, hey y'all. Hey you, Dan. Tundra Whisperer. Are Liberty gun safes good quality? What brand would you recommend? Liberty gun safes are good quality. I believe that's what mine is actually. I wouldn't hesitate to buy a Liberty. They're good. Just get one with a high fire rating. That's the main thing you want to look for. Not saying anything about edge, just saying how you handle the tool, like a small screwdriver or something. Is that what you're talking about? Liberty safes are great. They really are. Dion, thank you. Think they are scared of those commies in California when it comes to diesel. Probably. Just don't offer them diesel. I mean, they don't offer some guns in diesel, and not diesel, but just don't offer them in California. They don't offer some guns in California. Just don't let them have diesels. Sweet. Dion, sweet. Jesus Home Defense, pray for any poor soul. That's not the only thing on the bed. That's the funny part. I mean, I could show you like a compact HK USP, or I was fiddling around with my full size HK USP. I still have my custom Glock. Sometimes I mess around with stuff. I'm all time fiddling with something. I don't know. I can't sit still. Nice fire stick you got there. Thank you very much. It looks like Black Rifle Coffee Company video. It really does, don't it? I would probably get along very well with Matt Best. Glock 19 Gen 4 all day. That is what the custom gun is a 19 Gen 4 converted. Just forgot I had to go out and hit that like button. Thank you very much. If you've not hit that thumbs up, make sure y'all do so. I greatly appreciate it. We think alike. I use BCM 14.5. I wish mine was a 14.5 pinned. I wasn't sure what brake I wanted to use, so I bought a 16-inch, but I am thinking about doing a 14.5 300 blackout. And if I do that, I'm thinking about getting the new Sandman, not new, but getting a Sandman K suppressor. So I would have to have the Sandman brake welded onto it. I let my AR bullets navigate for me. Do you use tracers and just watch it, watch it in? Gun show at Appalachian Fairgrounds tomorrow. Sweet. I don't know what we're doing. If we're not doing anything, maybe I'll run up there. But I gotta ask Pam. Pam's out eating somewhere. I don't know who. She's eating with some girls at work, so I don't even know where they went. I want to find a wrecked Tundra and steal the leather seats from it. Good luck. It's hard to find stuff like that. A lot of times they get wrecked. They just leave them sitting out there, and they don't take the seats out of them and stuff, and then they get rained on, and it just messes them up. With you on that, DB. PSA has a 36-inch rifle. PSA's got some decent stuff, and then they're hit or miss on some of their other stuff. But PSA has a new MP5 style gun coming out, and I have a PSA about 3 hours from me. As soon as that hits the shelf, I'm gonna go look at that. I've always wanted an MP5, and for like $1,100, I'll take a chance on it. Mark says, Bud. TW Courtney, I handle my tools every day. They do the job for me. Nice. We'll talk to Nettie Girl when she gets on here. I'm just kidding. Guy hates Toyota. Oh, he hates Toyota. That don't seem legal. Kyle, sorry. PSA has a 36-inch rifle case and 730 round mags for $80. Couldn't pass it up. That's pretty good, man. That's not bad at all right there. Not bad at all. Don, hey, what model engine's in your Ford that tried to kill you? It was the EcoBoost. Was that 3.7? I think it was EcoBoost. Is that right? Because it's been a couple years ago. I think that's what it was. Where'd you get Buddy? All right. How I got Buddy. My wife's mother actually bought Buddy for my stepdaughter. And my wife's mother had his brother, and he was a year older. And those dogs are very territorial. Now, they didn't want to fight, but he got really depressed, went underneath the bed, and just wouldn't eat or anything. Buddy did the same thing. We tried to get another dog, and he did the same thing. So eventually, she gave Buddy to me, and I've had him ever since. And he wasn't even a year old whenever I got him. He's 12. Well, he's actually over 12 now. But so that's how I got him. And then we got another puppy 2 years ago, and Buddy did the same thing. He just went under the bed, wouldn't come out. He just pouted and wouldn't eat. So we wound up having to give the other dog away. But that's the short story on how I got Buddy. Big Mo, the rhinos look cool. Thank you very much. I like those. I do like them. Kyle, yes, Liberty is supposed to be great. It really is. It's great safe. Great safe. They make good stuff. Do you have any discount codes for Liberty Safe through Gear Runner? I do not. I can contact them and see if they'll give me one, but I don't know. I'd have to contact them. I do not right now, though. Maybe they'll give me a discount on one because I need a new one. The 92, 96 Ford trucks come with the 50302 Windsor V8 5.8, Windsor V8, and the 4.9 300 inline 6. Not the 5.4. Okay. I couldn't remember what year that 5.4 liter was, but that 5.4 liter is horrendous on changing plugs. Horrendous. My buddy had the inline V6 or not V6, inline 6. Let me you can't have an inline V6, but he had the inline 6 and it lasted forever. Good job, TW. Bry Casey, is that right? Bry, I'm gonna call you Bry. Tundra shopping, and I thank you for the recommendation, dude. You rock. Thank you very, very much. I'm sorry that I messed up your name. My eyes are a little blurry tonight for some odd reason. Maybe the meds I'm on. I've been to the doctor today, but you can't go wrong in a Tundra, in my opinion, and I appreciate that you rock comment. Thank you very much. Do you have a suppressor now? Yes, I do have a suppressor right now. I do have some videos out with me shooting. It is a 22 suppressor. I don't have anything above a 22 because when I bought it, I wanted something that was really, really quiet, and that's probably the quietest suppressor that you can actually buy. Just for noise canceling, you really can't hardly hear anything. So I bought that first. I've had it for years. I don't shoot it as often, so I never did worry about buying another one because I was afraid I wouldn't shoot it either. But it's about time I invest in another one, and I just lost where I was at. There we go. Glock 19 all the way. I agree. I love my Glock 19s. I've got like 5 19s, I think. Everyday Fleet, we definitely think alike. My BCM 40.5 has a dead air flash hider. Welded, and I should get my Sandman case stamp. Nice! It's exactly the setup I'm going for. Exactly. And with those Ks, you can swap out the baffles in them and run a smaller, like a 223 or a 308, all the way up to like a, 300 Win Mag, I think you can get on those. TW, yeah, gear. She's out with her friends eating dinner. Come on, man. Just kidding. Who knows? I ain't worried about it. Howdy, nice HKs. Thank you very much. I'm looking to add a P30L with the light LEM trigger in it, but you can't find one of them. It's like they're nowhere. Your CZ Scorpion pistol with the arm brace is great and kind of like an MP5. I actually have an SBR'd SIG MPX 9mm, and I bought that to fill the void of not owning an HK MP5, but if I can actually get an MP5, I'll probably do that. Not an actual MP5, but I can get one that's pretty much identical to it. I'll probably go that way just because I've wanted one my whole entire life and wasn't willing to spend $7,000 to get one on the cheap end. Don, thanks. So the bigger EcoBoost. Yes, the larger EcoBoost. Yes, that was it. I think they only offered one EcoBoost that year in the year I had one. On a gun safe, should you get a dial or digital? I got digital just because it's quicker to get into. You don't really have to, be looking at it to hit the numbers. They're raised up enough where you can hit them. The funny thing is, somebody could try to like figure mine out, guessing dates and stuff. It ain't gonna happen. It's not a date or anything. It's a pattern. And the pattern's so crazy you'd never guess it anyway. Have you heard of Arrest a Mod before gear? It's a combination of old school. Yes, I have. If I was going to do like an old car, if I had the money to fix up like a 69 Camaro or some, 65 Mustang or something, I would do a resto mod in it. That way you'd have the modern day reliability with the old school look, and I love how those cars turn out. I love them. Yes, Donnie had the big one. I haven't heard anything bad about the 2.7. I don't know anybody that has a 2.7. Don Tundra Whisperer, I'm looking into the Fort Knox with dual locks. Pretty darn nice. I've heard good things about them too. Hell, they get upset for a bit, but you'll get over it. Don't budge, LOL. As long as not aggressive, you're fine. I missed something. I missed something. No, hell, they'll get upset for a little bit. I almost forgot what we was talking about on that one. Sorry, I'm so far behind. I probably missed something somewhere. Kyle, Shoot Liberty sent Demo Ranch a safe to destroy. You should contact. Yeah, Demo Ranch has a ton more subscribers than I got. I mean, he's got like what 6 or 8 million subscribers or more. He can probably get anything he wants. He gave away some kind of doom buggy or something the other day. Captain Awesome just dropping in. Thank you for dropping in. I greatly appreciate that. Hope you had a great Friday and welcome to the stream. Dion, what do you think about Glock 32? I've never owned a Glock 32. To my knowledge, I've never shot a Glock 32, but it's a Glock, and I've not had many malfunctions of a Glock. Maybe like 2 or 3 my entire life out of the thousands of rounds that I put through Glocks. So I would say they're pretty good. Courtney has Edge bought you a really good set of earmuffs. You'll need them when it fire up those new power tools and dust collector. Yes, you probably do want some good hearing protection for that, buddy. That's a good call right there, TW. Good call. Mark, a buddy review would be great. I suspect he is your best friend. He is my best friend. I can do a buddy review if y'all want it. I did buddy doing ASMR, and that was kind of like a big joke because to me ASMR gets views. But I did do an ASMR, buddy. Fort Knox is another brand, Don. Yes, I want a Scorpion. My cousin has a Scorpion. He loves his Scorpion. Has no problems with it at all. I don't know, probably close to 1,000 rounds through it now, and he's not had any issues. I think he did wind up putting a brace on it too. I hear about the MP5. Love the MP5s. Have always loved the MP5s. Just wasn't willing to shell out that kind of money. Colt LE6920 all day. Got one of them in the gun safe with a Trigicon ACOG on it. Hunter, what is up, Hunter? How's it going, buddy? Been driving the Xterra much? Just checking in. Hope you had a great week at school. What the doctors say about your side? They don't know. They ran some tests. They all came back negative. So they don't know yet. They said give it a week. If it hasn't went away in a week, they're going to run a CAT scan on it. Dog related, LOL. I ain't no sissy. I'm out, gear. Gotta eat. Catch y'all next time. Sean, thank you very much, buddy. Have a great night. Hey, I may be hitting y'all up too because I don't think Pam's on here. I may be hitting y'all up to do some chocolate covered strawberries for Thanksgiving. I'll contact you about that. Everyday Fleet, looking at the Glock 43X. Have you had any issues? Only reason I'm sticking with Glock is because they 30 minutes for me and I wear guns out. Nice. I've not had any. Actually, my 43X is in the drawer. I've not had any problems with mine. I put a few hundred rounds through it. Only problem I've had, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you all this. I don't think it prints the groups that I would like it to. Maybe I was just having a bad day that day. It was the same day that I shot the SIG P365, but I really, really struggled to get any kind of grouping that was even remotely tight, and it still wasn't tight with a Glock 43X. I don't know what it is. I do have an Overwatch precision trigger in it, along with Ameriglow Spartan sights. I've never had a problem with either one of them. They didn't cause any malfunctions, but I just the grouping bothered me. Now, I was shooting a 6-inch target, a shoot and see. I was way inside that. I was probably shooting like 2-inch groups, maybe 2.5 at the most. So it's well within combat accurate, but it was nowhere near as accurate as some of the other guns I've shot. Had a Springfield Armory XD 9mm, came with a 3 15-round mags, shot very nice. I would like to have one of the Springfield XDs, but they wasn't XDs then. They were called HS2000s. If I could find an HS2000, which is the same thing as an XD before Springfield bought them out, I'd like to buy one just because it's not the same name. I was actually looking for one of them before I got on this live stream. It's funny you mentioned that. I was actually looking for one of them before I got on the live stream. Captain Awesome, hope you have had a great Friday as well. I'm currently working, so being able to work and hang out on YouTube isn't a bad day. Hope everyone else is having a great day. Being able to work and hang out on YouTube is an awesome day. Awesome. And thank you for stopping by. Courtney, yes, TW, I have set for shooting range. Nice, because he's going to need those, because that'll get loud. I wonder how much that's just going to annoy little Courtney upstairs when he fires them things up. Wonder how long she'll take that before she's like, cut that off. TW, yeah, man. Have a look. I'll be investing in Fort Knox or Gaff Thunder within the next few years. There's another Tennessee man that does Cody Swap Fox Body Mustangs on his YouTube channel, is Foxcast Media. I'll check that out. Thank you for letting me know. I am looking to add like an older Mustang to the channel just as a project car. So that will be coming. I'm not sure which one. I've not really found one yet. I thought I had, but I'm not sure I'm going to buy that one. So the look it still goes on. I don't want to have to fix a lot of oil leaks or anything like that. I just want to be able to mod it without having to do a lot of engine work. So that one may not do for what I wanted it to do for. Later, Sean. Catch y'all later. Have a happy weekend. You too, Dan. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. I greatly appreciate it. Mike Roach says, cat scan. Thank you, Swallowed a Cat. They may have. They may have. Something was in there. Something was in there, and I don't know what it is. One, I ain't seen him since he was knee-high to a grasshopper. That's a saying we have around here. TW, very nice, Courtney. You covered then. Mike Roten, see you, Sean and Dan. Captain Awesome. Would love to collect more guns. I only have Kel-Tec P11 and a Smith & Wesson MP38. I like that one super small and easy to conceal. If you want a super small, easy to conceal carry gun, I swear look at that SIG P365. I know people talk about how much malfunction they had. I've had zero with mine. Zero. And it is tiny and holds 10 rounds. It's amazing. Yes, do a buddy review. I will definitely do that. I once had a 54 with a spring grasshopper within a 350 pump. I'm not sure what that means. Gear Runner, have an opinion on the 7.62 by 54. Have one I never shot. I've never shot one. So I don't really have enough experience in it to comment on it. But from what I've heard, it's a good round. You know, it's a good gun, but that's the is that the same thing as the 7.62 but the smaller bullet? Is that the new Russian rifle? I get all those 7.62s mixed up. I'm thinking that's what that is. If that's what it is, I heard it's awesome, but I never did buy one because back whenever I was looking at them, the ammo wasn't as readily available because they'd banned everything coming in from Russia and it was so hard to get. But I can't remember if that's the one or not. Some of them 7.62 guns really confused me on that. I can't keep up with all those numbers. I guess my ADHD kicking in. It's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up with like a lot of guns that have all these numbers. You know, Glock has like 4,000 numbers, and I do pretty good with them. But man, it's still hard to keep up with it sometimes if you don't have a lot of experience with it. I believe my wife's grandmother lives near you. How far is Greenville, Tennessee from where you are? 0 miles. I'm in Greenville, Tennessee, actually. So we are very close, I'd say. TW, I once owned a Cressy 352 40 caliber. What a gun. I've never had one of them either. Cressy. Huh. I've actually never heard of that brand. I'll have to look that up. You stumped me on that one. God bless all you here. Have a wonderful weekend. Dan, God bless you too, buddy. Have a great weekend, and thanks for stopping by. Richard, what is up? How are you? P.I. The XD loved all ammo except wolf ammo with a steel case. It shot it fine, but could tell a pistol didn't like it too much. I wonder if it was underpowered. When I shoot underpowered ammo, especially with 1911s, I can actually feel the slide slowing down. It's amazing. I did a 1911 review the other day. It's an awesome gun. But I could really tell how slow that slide was going. It was crazy. Have you heard of Ford not making cars anymore and GM laying off workers? I have, and Ford's actually starting up new plants now and fixing to hire like a bunch of workers. I heard that, read that the other day. So I mean that's a good thing they got going for them. I just hope they get their quality back up. But I have heard they're going to stop doing that. But I don't know how they're going to hire so many more people. But I did hear they're going to start up a few more plants or something and hire a bunch of people. What do you think of the Delton Echo 316? Delton Echo 316. I'm not familiar with that either. I'm not familiar with that. TW, do you remember the movie Cobra? It's the gun you. Oh, okay. Firing for the back of the truck. Yep, I know what you're talking about. And I do remember that movie. Awesome. I wanted that Mercury he had in that movie. God, that car sounded mean. God. What's your daily carry gun? That can change from day to day. I have been carrying the SIG P365. Today I did carry the 43X only because I don't have a good holster yet for the 365. When I get a holster for that, that's probably going to be my daily carry because it's just so small and I think it'll just melt away in the waistline. And it's so much smaller, like a 43, and it holds 10 rounds plus one. And for the size of that gun, I just don't think you can beat that. And it's crazy accurate. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram, when I went and did that review, I actually shot a briar and two that was a lot smaller than my pinky around at about 12 yards. Gun's crazy accurate. I mean, I just couldn't be happier with that SIG. It was awesome. Edge, hey guys, I am here. Welcome, Edge. You was on here a minute ago. Did you leave? Hey, Mr. Edge, just in time, Edge. We're almost done now. I know, right? Richard, I just bought my YouTube girlfriend something on Amazon. I got to send it all the way to New Orleans. Nice, nice. When you gonna meet this girl? I asked you that before. Yo, Mike Roten, that house is looking amaze balls. I agree, it is. He does great work. TW, the car did sound awesome. It did. Holy crap, it's awesome. The old AR was a 7.62 by 39. Ruskies, then it went to 5.4 39. Yeah, 5.45 by 39. I believe the 7.62 is the newer round. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking, the newer round, but the 5.45 was probably what I was thinking about. But I knew I'd heard about that round, and it was the newer round. Thanks, Courtney. It's hard for me to keep up with all those rounds like that, though. There's so many rounds out there for like pistols and rifles and everything. It's just hard to, especially rifles. It is so hard. It's like they come out with a new round for a rifle every day. It's amazing. Thanks, Courtney. TW, Mike, where do I see the house pics? On Instagram. He answered it before I got there. Edge, thanks, TW. I was in a shop setting up the joiner. That thing is ridiculous. 1/8 on pine, and damn, it's quiet and smooth. Courtney's going to like the quiet part of it. Bummer, no Instagram for me. It's very easy to set up an Instagram, and you can make it private so nobody can, subscribe to it, and then you can see everybody else's pictures and stuff like that, and you don't even have to upload anything. You didn't read my comment. Why didn't you? Which comment? I missed it. Can you post it again, and I will read it? I may have missed it. I may not have seen it. That may have been why. I don't think I'm on live chat. Delta Echo 316 AR-15 made in North Carolina. God, I'm close to North Carolina, but I've not seen that gun yet. Now, my AK was actually made in Knoxville, Tennessee by DDI. But I've not seen the Delton. I've not seen it. And I'm in North Carolina a lot. You think they'd be all over gun stores over there, but I've not seen them in the gun stores in North Carolina either. If you want to know what it is I bought her, I will tell you. Yeah, let us know what it is, buddy. TW, you need an Instagram. You really do. Like I said, you don't even have to have it public. You can have it private. Nobody can see it. I know, but I have so many other things to do. Where do I find the time? I agree. It's just like setting up like an email or something. It's pretty quick. TW, don't worry. I am an Instagram holdout too. Same with Facebook. None for me, thanks. I don't do Facebook much. I've got all that stuff because I've got this channel, but I'm very rarely on Facebook. If I don't reply to you on Facebook or something, don't feel bad. It's just because I don't check it very often. I'm on Instagram a lot. Instagram is the hardest thing I've ever tried to grow in my life. I had Instagram 2 years before I had this. I'm at almost 5,500 subscribers on YouTube, and I just now broke 1,000 on Instagram. It's hard. I don't understand. It's hard. Y'all have awesome night. Got to run. 4 a.m. comes early. Richard, thanks for being here, buddy. And I know what you mean, man. During the week, I'm up at 4 a.m. too. So get some rest and have a good day tomorrow. Every day I keep up with 9mm 45, 5.56, 7.62 NATO, and 50 BMG. If those won't do, I'm screwed. I agree, man. I've got my normal common rounds. I'll shoot about anything, but it's hard to keep up with all the new stuff coming out. I'm a military friend. A friend of mine has all of the nice. Yeah, I don't know. Working a full time job, doing YouTube, almost every day. I take about 3 days off a week, and some days I don't even take that off a week. It's just hard to find the time to keep up with all the new stuff coming out. I did watch a lot of SHOT Show video and stuff like that. I've got guns that I want to buy, like the new CZ P10 S and stuff like that. So I have stuff on look that I'm looking for, but it's just hard to keep up with all the new ammos and stuff. Yeah, Twitter face for me either. I know, right? Courtney, have a good night, Richard. String was deleted by Edge. I'm not sure what can't see it. I don't know what he said, but I hope it wasn't nothing too bad. Thanks, British Enfield Rifles, 5 of them, 1903 Springfield M1 Grand, and a bunch of others. Nice. Those are some nice guns. Those are some nice guns. And if they're in really good shape, some of them's worth some money. TMI, Richard. Oh, Richard must have done something bad. Bad, Richard. That is honest as it gets. My God, I'm going to text Edge after this is over and see what he said. You two, Gear Runner. See you later. Have a great night. TW, in order to check Instagram, I would need to drop Gear Runner's time slot. Okay, don't do that. Just don't have an Instagram. Another deleted message. Gear is an insta hoe. I really am. It was a little nasty. Then why'd you post it? You knew my moderators was going to take it off. I don't know. But anyway, everybody, thank you very much for being on here. We're on here 66 minutes now, so a little over an hour. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by. I'll keep you updated on anything I find out about my lower abdomen pain. Nothing's just sitting here, but when I get up and walk around a lot, it starts hurting. So I'll keep y'all updated on that if I find anything out. Take care. Take care. Get that pain looked at. I definitely will. Have a great weekend. God bless. God bless you too, Captain Awesome. Have a great evening, everyone. You too, Christopher. Take care. Get to feeling better. Thank you, Everyday Fleet. Mike, have a great weekend, Gear. Hope you get to feeling better soon. Thank you very much. Y'all have a great weekend and hope you feel better. Thank you very much.